Good morning, this is John and Diane, and we're here today with Rick Catallozzi, who is our jam. Rick, how long have you been a member of Wickford Art Association?
I've been a member since 2018. I started doing a RISD CE course, continuing ed, previous to that, and I actually did it to get better. I'm a nursing home administrator by trade, and I did it to get better at taking pictures for our social media, and I don't know, it ended up becoming a thing, and I did the entire certificate course. I got addicted to taking pictures, and then I joined in 2018 just to kind of be with other creatives, and I knew Wickford Art Association from all the festivals and going there as a kid, and it was always a very cool experience, like seeing all the different artists and everything. So I decided to join, and I also decided that I tried to enter into the Wickford Art Festival, so that was the main reason too that I joined too.
What's your favorite thing about the Wickford Art Association?
My favorite thing is the Wickford Art Festival. I was always drawn to it with my dad. He owns Robert's Health Center down the street, and I would go with him. He lives right down the street from it, so I would go down to the Wickford Art Festival and walk around. And so as a kid, it was really cool, and I never dreamed that I'd be a presenter. I'm still in shock about that, but the Wickford Art Festival has been a great event, and it got even better moving to the park. I was surprised about that. I was against it totally. I thought I would lose the charm of the whole event, but once it got in the park, it was absolutely amazing and made 1,000% more sense, and it was great. So, great move.
What is the most important thing that you want viewers to take away from your artwork?
I just try and find the humor in life's encounters. A lot of times, like especially growing up or whatever, I see things that like I think are funny, and I tell people, "Oh, look at it, that's hilarious" or whatever, and nobody could see the same thing I see. So I feel like it's like a tool to like finally people can see why I think it's funny, kind of thing, or and kind of be in the moment with me. So.
What is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Best piece of advice is from I practice yoga, is to be present, and kind of carry that over into all different things. It helps you kind of focus on things around you and actually see different things. So like for instance, like I was with my daughter on the beach one day, and I saw a giant ball, and I wouldn't have observed that if I wasn't like present in the moment and everything. And it was sun setting, and the ball was there and everything. So it was, then I took this picture, just randomly walked up to it, ka-chink, and you get something like this. And if you're not present in the world or whatever, you would miss this opportunity.
What is the most important skill you should have as an artist?
You should be able to learn from other artists and do critiques and listen to people's critiques, and you'll get great information. Also take lessons from people that have been doing it longer, obviously. And once you get all those talents and different ways of doing your art, like that you've learned from all the lessons and everything, you can kind of put that aside and take the tools from your toolbox as needed and create what you love. Like, don't create what people like you think people would like, and just create what you like, and then kind of, I feel like from there people will like it more, like because you're creating something unique and something that's like that you love.
So what makes this festival a special occasion for you? What keeps you coming back?
I just love watching the people come and their reactions to the photos, and seeing like the different people and what photo they're attracted to, because there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just like people like a certain picture, and you could never tell when the person walks into your tent like what picture they're gonna be drawn to. It's like just fascinating to me, and just to see their reaction and how they enjoy it is what I like best about the festival.
And I know you have a lot of fun with setting up your booth. You know,
Yeah.
you'll have a surfboard, you had a
Yeah.
surfboard,
Yeah. I try and dress it up a little bit. Yeah.
trying to make yours stand out and be different.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
You put a lot of thought into that. Can you tell us about some of the inspiration and why you took some of the photos that you have here?
So this picture is I titled it "This Was the Captain Speaking." Is a interesting photo because this was taken in Australia. It's in Sydney, Australia. While my wife and I were over there, January 31st, I believe, was the date. Was it January or February? It was right when COVID started. We were in like La La Land, like on vacation mode, and like we just saw some news things. My wife was actually supposed to go to Korea, and it was right when the COVID came from China to Korea, and it was like all crazy. So when we went to the airport, everybody was getting off the planes en masse and everything. So it was kind of like, I was like, huh, something's going on here. Maybe like the news is like talking about it, and then like that happened, and this was January of 2020, like before like it even hit like in the US. So I just thought it was fascinating, like everybody coming off the planes with the masks on, and then I thought it was humorous with the pictures in the background of like the people without the mask. So I was kind of like using them as like backdrops was my idea. And this picture actually was in the Newport Art Museum for their bicentennial, I believe they call it. Not last year, I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago. They do it every 2 years. But so I was very honored to be part of that show. It was very cool to be in the Newport Art Museum. This image I call Peace and Love. My mom bought me the love bug, and I purchased this in Newport, Rhode Island, just on a whim or whatever. And I just thought it was, I got the idea because it has the peace sign and the love sign. And then Newport actually did that street with the umbrellas that year. And I just, in my head, it just kind of fit together, the whole vibe, peace, love, and then all the colors and everything. So I just took a ride over to Newport and caught a day. Luckily that there was no people on the road, not that many people on the street. This is actually not a road, it's the Brick Alley Marketplace. So I just lucked out, and there weren't many people. It was like off season, and that's how I created this picture.
Rick, do you want to tell us about your process, your printing and...
So I found out printing was through my RISD continuing education classes, that it's not as easy as it looks. And also to control that process, I make everything at home. Because if you send prints out, I mean, they all come back differently depending on what printer you're printing on, and some will be dark, some will be light, and just to make sure everything's controlled, I do it myself. And I have a light wall. I can put the prints up and take a look at them, make sure that they're nice. And I have my 44-inch printer over here, along with my calibrated monitor. So the monitor will make the image look how as close as possible to what you're actually printing. Like if you take a picture on your iPhone and you look at it, if you turn up the brightness of the screen, like it brightens up the image, but that's not necessarily how it's going to look if you print it. So this controls that, so you make less errors and waste less paper. And but yeah, I make everything here in my home, just a quality control type thing.
Do you have any shows that are coming up soon?
I recently got invited to the South County Art Members Invitational, so I'll be doing that in a month. And then I'll have the Narragansett Art Festival in June, and then July I'll be at the Wickford Art Festival for another year. It'll be my 5th anniversary there, so I hope to see you all there, and should be a great show as always, and pray for some.